Welcome to the Brazos Valley MLS update, where it is my job to go over the real estate statistics from the previous month. The information covered is provided by the Bryan College Station MLS, the Texas Association of Realtors, and the Texas Real Estate Center. This information is general information for the entire 7-county area. So if you would like to know what this could mean for your unique situation, please feel free to click on the link in the description to schedule some one-on-one time with me. If you'd like to have your own copy of the presentation, click on the other link in the description. Lastly, if you would like to stay plugged into the latest real estate trends in our area, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when the next update drops. With all of that said, let's get started. It's April 2024, so we're going over March's numbers. And we'll start as we usually do with average days on market, which is at 119, so just below that 120-day mark that I keep talking about, which is that kind of dividing line between a seller's market and more or less a balanced market where buyer nor seller have an advantage over one another, generally speaking. So I expect, I have seen a little less activity of late, so this is not surprising to me. I do still expect for the number to go down as we continue into the later spring months and into the summer, but of course, as always, we will see. Next, we're looking at the units sold. The units sold are taking their steady climb into the spring and summer months. March at 328 closed transactions, February 252, so that's a pretty steady increase month over month, and kind of middle of the pack compared to the previous 4 years. And definitely lower than where we were during our pandemic years, which is not surprising at all. Next, we're looking at the new listings taken, and the peak for new listings taken usually precedes the peak for units sold because people are trying to put their houses on the market prior to when all the sales take place. So it makes sense. We're looking at 564 new listings taken for the month of March compared to 527 in February. I expect that April will either be higher than that, or if it isn't, we will just continue our steady decline as we usually do through the rest of the year, because our peak is typically either March or April, last year notwithstanding. Now we're looking at just Bryan and College Station and that housing report because it's kind of the primary driver for the other numbers we've taken a look at. So if there's a little bit of a difference here, that's the reason. It's just for the two cities, not for the entire 7-county area. The median price point at $322,853 is up 9.5% over last year. Active listings up 63%. And the days on market are down 3 days compared to March of 2023 at 107. The price distribution is about where it usually is, with the high number being between the highest percentage being between $200,000 and $300,000, and then the next category $300,000 to $400,000. As prices are climbing up, those two categories are getting closer and closer. Because the median house price is continuing to climb. So there's the reason for that. The closed sales are down 2.9% compared to this time last year. Our months of inventory, 3.9 months compared to 2.1 months in March of 2023. And I know that I do this, but I know it's helpful for those of you who are not familiar. Months of inventory is a number that we come up with just as a measure for activity in the market. So what we do is we ask the question, if we were to repeat the same number of sales that we had in March, month after month, without adding any new listings, how long would it take for us to completely deplete our inventory? And the answer in this case is 3.9 months. Anything that is below 6 months is considered to be in a seller's market. So the weekly market activity, we have 107 new pending listings, in other words, newly under contract, of 1,266 active listings, at least as of Friday the 12th of April, 8.5%. So that's how many properties that's what percentage of our active listings came off the market in that week. So still an active market, but not really at that 10% mark that we kind of saw as an average for last year. We're hovering closer to 8% right now. So what I'm seeing more is that buyers get a little bit more wiggle room or a little bit more negotiating power over the sellers, but still properties are selling, generally speaking, about at or maybe a little less than list, depending on, of course, whether or not the property is listed at a competitive price at this point.
All right, that is it. Hopefully, this has been helpful, but please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about what this might mean for you and your individual real estate situation with all the nuances I'm sure that everybody has. You can click on the link below to schedule some one-on-one time with me. Otherwise, just a friendly reminder to like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you watching and talk to you next time.